Hello and welcome. My name is Sherry King. I'm a writer and content strategist supporting HP Corporate Affairs. I'm honored to be here with you today to talk about effective communications for small business marketing. If you're like most small business owners I know and have worked with over the years, you may have a product or a service or a solution of some sort that you're pretty passionate about. You know your offering is better than anyone else's, and you want your customers to feel the same. You may already have or are considering creating a website or a brochure or a Facebook page to talk about your business. You may send out emails or flyers or direct mail pieces, or maybe you tweet about your business. But what I want to talk to you about today is how to make those pieces the most effective they can be by ensuring your messages are focused and consistent. Let's start by looking at a traditional communications model. You, as the sender, have a message that using some medium like Facebook or a website goes to a receiver. That receiver interprets or decodes your message and then does something with that, which gives you some feedback. That feedback could be buying your product or visiting your restaurant or in some other way taking action on the message that you've provided. Or it could be not taking any action at all, which is also a form of feedback. But when I talk about effective communications, what I mean is that you're communicating in a way that enables you as the sender to reach your intended audience, the receiver, with a compelling message that achieves the results or the feedback that you're looking for. It seems simple enough, but what happens is that there are a lot of senders trying to reach those same receivers. And that creates a lot of noise. And that noise interferes with your message being received. And then if you too are sending out a lot of different messages about your business to the receiver, then your messages become even more noise to your audience. So how do you stop that from happening? How do you get your message to the receiver in a way that cuts through the noise, gets heard and remembered, and gets the results you're looking for? There are an endless array of tools and methods that marketers use to try to make that happen. But the single most important thing you can do is focus. Your audience, be it your customers, your vendors, your employees, your partners, your bankers, whomever your intended audience is, they can't take in everything you want them to know amongst all the noise. And what they do take in, they may not necessarily remember because there's so much competing for their attention at any given time. So you have to determine what is the one thing you want your audience to remember. Not 10 things, not 5 things, just one thing. And you have to repeat it consistently every time you talk about your business. That way your customers begin to associate you with that message. Now, boiling down everything you think you want to say into just one thing is an exercise of focus. HP Life has a few modules that can really help you here. I suggest checking out the courses on unique value propositions, your target audience, and marketing features and benefits to help you in this journey. So as you hone in on your one key point, keep in mind that it should actually do two things. First, it should differentiate you from others. And second, it should provide value to your customer. So here are a few questions you can ask yourself to help get you focused on what will become your one key message. First of all, you need to know who you're talking to. So who is your target customer? And you need to know what their needs are and where those needs are not being met. So what are their pain points? Third, you need to know who your competition is and what they offer. And you need to know where they fall short. Next, you need to know what you uniquely offer. And having the information on your competitors is a good place to really go back and see where you uniquely fit. And then finally, what is your unique offering? What does that offer to the customer? What is the benefit? Once you know what you uniquely offer and how it relates to the market in terms of being something customers want or need, then you have the information you need to begin crafting your key message. So let me introduce you to my very favorite communication tool. This is the key, really, to ensuring effective communications. It's called a message map, and it's an organizing framework for what you want people to know about your business or your product and solution. I won't kid you, it's not a simple fill-in-the-blank exercise. Creating a message map takes time and thoughtful consideration. Remember what I said earlier, this is all about focus. But if you've done your homework on your customers, your competitor, your unique offering, it'll be much easier and more effective. The good news is that once you have it completed, it becomes the basis for everything you say about your business. It streamlines all your communications. So let's look at each layer. First, your key message is that one thing that differentiates you and delivers on a customer want or need. It's the thing that, when stacked against all the choices the customer has, will tip the scale in your favor. It could be a unique experience for your customers. It could be the way your products are manufactured, unlike any other product on the market that provides something really unique to your customers. It could be more choices, more flavors, more colors, more bells and whistles. You've only got about 5 seconds and 10 to 15 words to talk about yourself. So what do you want to say? That's your key message. If you're lucky enough to pass that first hurdle with your customers and get a little more time, what else would you say to back up your key message? These are your supporting points, the top 3 reasons for people to buy your product or service. Now, if you've gotten this far with your customer, they may be interested enough to want to know some details about these points so they know they can trust you. And these details are the proof points. So let me show you a quick example of a fictitious company called Green by Choice Dry Cleaners. Green by Choice determined that their unique value proposition is that they are the most natural dry cleaning business in their city. Their key message, the one thing they want people to know about them, is that they are taking care of your clothes and our planet every day. As a customer who's concerned about the chemicals used on my clothes, they've piqued my interest. So now how do they back that up? That's the next layer, the supporting points. Green by Choice uses a unique cleaning process that doesn't need chemicals. They also offer a convenient bicycle-powered pickup and delivery service. That makes things easier for me. And Green by Choice is the only dry cleaner in the area to run their entire operation with 100% renewable energy. That's doing something bigger for our planet. All those points reinforce that they are taking care of my clothes and the planet. So now I'm pretty interested. Let's talk details. How do they clean without toxins, and what toxins are they talking about? How far away from their shop will they pick up and deliver, and at what cost? What types of renewable energy are they talking about? The third layer addresses these questions. These are the proof points, the specific facts that back up their messages. In a typical message map, you can have 3 to 5 proof points, but I encourage you to keep those points really tight and focused. If you don't need that many, don't force it. As you think about your own message map, it's helpful to keep the 4 C's in mind. First and foremost, know who your customer is, and then talk to them like a trusted friend. And when you're talking to a trusted friend, you should talk to them about what's important to them, not necessarily what's most important to you. Next, use simple language. Avoid jargon, and really make your message something very, very clearly understood. Third, say only what you need to. Be very concise. Focus in on the top 1 to 3 most important topics. And then eliminate all unnecessary words. Go back and read through what you've written and take out those words that don't add anything. And finally, consistent. The beauty of the message map is that it gives you a firm foundation to build your communications. By saying fewer things consistently, your messages have a better chance of breaking through the noise, being heard, and remembered. So use this as the foundation everywhere and every time you communicate. Before I close, I want to leave you with just a few helpful tips. As I said earlier, this isn't just a simple fill-in-the-blanks exercise. It takes some thoughtful consideration. So I encourage you to take your time and give yourself the space to think. This isn't something that you try to squeeze in between meetings or at the end of a very long, hectic day. This is something that you should give some extra time to and some extra space to. So take your time and give it thoughtful consideration. The second thing is to do your competitive research. Really know what the market offerings are. Know what your competitors' strengths and weaknesses are. Know where you can really contribute to get a competitive edge. Third, don't guess. Ask your customers what they want. They know what they want and need, and they are a valuable resource that you should turn to and get some advice as you go down this path. Then after you spend your time on this and you think your messages are perfect, I encourage you to put them away for a day or two. Don't look at them. Then bring them back out with some fresh eyes and see what you think. If you still think they're perfect, I encourage you to test them with a few trusted advisors and potential customers. And then that last point, be prepared to revise. When you get that feedback from your trusted advisors and customers, know that they are providing you valuable input that really can strengthen your message. So be prepared to let go of some of the phrases and the messages and really tailor it to what the wants and needs are of your customers. You'll end up with a much stronger, more effective communications tool. So thank you for your time today. I hope you found something here that will help you create more effective communications for your small business. I wish you all the best success always. Thank you, and have a great day.